Hi everyone, Paul Levy with Brownells here, and today we have another gun from the vault. Today we have an RPD. This happens to be a semi-auto variant of the classic light machine gun. Of course, the original's fired from an open bolt. This is a semi-auto guy, mixture of Polish and Egyptian parts. So the RPD was designed in actually World War II, designed by a gentleman named Degtyaryov, and RPD actually stands for Degtyaryov Handheld Machine Gun, if you translate it into English. It's a Russian acronym. It really was one of the first light machine guns in an intermediate cartridge. It's chambered in 7.62x39, the same thing as an AK-47 or an SKS. So that was an interesting concept to have your SKS or AK-47 chambered in the same caliber as your light machine gun. As I said, the gun actually fired from an open bolt. This is a closed bolt gun, and we'll go through how it operates and how to disassemble it. So a few interesting features on the RPD. One, it's a long stroke gas piston, like you see a lot of modern machine guns. Actually up front, if you look closely, you can actually see in this gap the piston moving back and forth. It's open, so it doesn't really suppress the best because of this huge open gap. This portion right here you can also adjust. It does have, I believe, 3 positions where you can turn this regulator, so you can adjust depending on how dirty your gun is or depending on the climate. Of course, it does have this bipod up front, which of course collapses on itself and you can stow away easily for, say, patrolling. It does come with a nice drum. This is a 100-round drum, and the ammunition actually came in 50-round belts, at least the Russian or Eastern European belts. The Chinese had 25-round belts. And you link 2 of these together, and they neatly roll up inside of this drum, which you could reuse. You simply open it up and lay your ammunition in there, close it, and then put it in your pouch or whatever you have for carrying. And to attach it to the gun, I'm going to turn it around real quick. To attach it to the gun, you simply take it, line up these notches, throw it on, and then there's a latch right here on the RPD itself. Close that, pull your ammunition out, and then you can load. So then to load the RPD, you take your ammunition out of the drum, open your feed tray, place it onto the feed tray where there's this feed pole right there, put it in position, close your feed tray, and then in the semi-auto variant, you'll charge it, and then let it go forward to chamber around. On the original open bolt gun, you'd charge it, the bolt would stay to the rear, and then you return the charging handle forward so it doesn't slam forward when you go to fire. And then you're good to go. I should say that it does have a safety on it, and this is actually original to the gun. The safety actually engages so you can't pull the bolt all the way to the rear. So on an open bolt gun, that's a good thing, because say you're patrolling, you have your safety engage, and dumb PFC in the Soviet military drops their RPD. If you don't have the safety on, that carrier can go to the rear and potentially pick up a round and go forward and fire because it's an open bolt gun. In this case, the safety stops the bolt from traveling far enough to pick up a cartridge, a very important safety feature on an open bolt machine gun. So real quick, we'll go ahead and disassemble the RPD, and inside you'll see that there's a very interesting locking mechanism. So I'll take off my drum. I'll go ahead and again, just ensure I'm clear here, take off my safety because I'll need to get that bolt out. I can first actually take off the feed tray. We'll see if I can do it easily. This is from surplus parts. You can see the feed tray easily comes off. You can see the top feed paw, and you can see the cam path that the bolt actuates to move the feed paws. Pretty neat there. You can also take off the feed tray. It has actually 2 dust covers on it. Really nice feature, so you can pretty much seal up the entire gun from mud, dust, what have you. Also closes up on the feed side. And now to disassemble at the rear, I'm going to first, hopefully you can see this, open up the rear compartment here, and there's where my recoil guide rod is at. I'm going to go ahead and depress that and let it come out the rear and not shoot it all over the room. So there's my recoil spring and also this plunger type actuator. On the semi-auto, this is used to actuate the striker as well. So next I'll pull this pin out. It's held in place with this little screw on the semi-auto variant. And now I can pull off the entire lower. So right there's my lower, and I forgot to take out my cleaning rod. So this is housed on the side. And here I have my lower, and then on the semi-auto I have this striker assembly. On the original full autos, this actuates your, it just releases the bolt as any open bolt gun usually does. So from there, I can pull out the bolt and carrier, and my charging handle will fall off. So there's my non-reciprocating charging handle that folds up, and there's the guts of the RPD. So you have your piston head up here, you have your bolt, and which ejects out towards the bottom. I should say a nice feature on this, it ejects out the bottom, but since your drum's there, this piece is put in place. When it ejects, it kicks it out to the side. Really pretty ingenious. Now here's where the magic happens on the RPD. This is the locking mechanism, which you don't see a lot on Western guns. You'll see here's the unlock position. When the bolt goes forward and it's engaged by the barrel face, you'll see these these flappers come out to the side. And when those go out on the side, they engage the sides of the receiver. The bolt is locked, and then the hammer or the striker can move forward at that point and strike the primer. Really pretty ingenious and very reliable and smooth operating system. I could take out my bolt right there. You can see the cam pass and the pass for the lockers right there. Very simple to machine and manufacture. And then the flappers simply come out. It's all head spaced off the flappers. And from there, you have a completely field stripped RPD. So that's the RPD. I hope you enjoyed it. Next time I'll see you when we pull another gun from the vault.